afternoon. I always say good morning when it's good afternoon here for me. It's currently Monday. It's the start of a brand new week. Simon is back to work this week, so it's back into the full swing of things. I've had a nice sort of semi-relaxing week off, which has been quite nice, although I've kind of been itching to get stuck into some actual work. Just kind of did loads of admin tasks last week, just stuff that needed to get done, like my email list, and some other kind of generic kind of stuff. Didn't actually do any drawing last week, which was quite a nice break actually. I thought that I would miss it quite a lot, but I quite like doing the admin tasks every now and then. I like to spend a little bit of time just kind of catching up with what's going on with everything. This morning I have just spent a little bit of time sorting out my Mac because I updated it to the new operating system, which was the Catalina. I got a message saying that it was ready to update, and usually I wait. Usually I'm quite good at waiting, but I was like, oh, okay, let's update, without thinking about how it would affect the apps that I use in my day-to-day running of business. And I went to live stream yesterday, and OBS wouldn't work, and I was like, well. And it wouldn't work because there's no update for Catalina yet. So I ended up having to wipe all of the drives for the Mac and wipe the operating system on the drive, and then basically I've had to reinstall the Mac as a brand spanking new Mac, new operating system. And I got managed to get the previous one because you can't actually downgrade easily that I'm aware of, so I just had to wipe all of the operating system and install the previous operating system, which is the Mojave, or however you say it, that operating system. And yeah, I had to do all of that, and then I managed to get OBS working, and just basically have spent this morning just downloading all of the stuff that I need, like Photoshop and Premiere Pro, and yeah, just getting the Mac back to a workable system basically. So I've done all that, and I have just packed up 2 orders that I got, one from last night and one from this morning. I need to order some stuff from my printing company. I'm running dangerously low. By the time I get my next card delivery, I will have run out of B cards. They are a good seller in my shop. I'm gonna order 50 of them on this order that I'm gonna place in a minute, because they just sell like nobody's business. Everybody loves bees, and they're doing really well on my shop, and I'm so pleased that I actually managed to decide to go with that same design for the notebooks and the sketchbooks, because I feel like that's going to be a really good thing. You got the cards that go with that. I'm going to list my A5 prints, and then you'll have the notebook as well that has that same design, so I'm really pleased that I have actually gone for that. What I might also do is I've ordered some pencils. They haven't come in yet, hopefully they come in this week, but I've ordered some pencils along with those notebooks with just Amie Howard Art on the end, but I might do some with bee quotes on them, so I don't know, I have no idea at the moment, but I might order some that are relevant to bees so that you can use that pencil with that notebook. Just an idea that I have. But yeah, I need to order those. I also need to scan in the deer drawing and make a card out of that as well, but I don't think I'm going to order it at the same time that I'm going to order these bee cards. I think I'm just going to order the bee cards now because I need them in stock, and then I think later on I'm going to to scan in the deer, or maybe whilst I'm colour picking for the next tutorial I can scan in the deer and then get that edited, and then maybe tomorrow put in a second order for deer cards. And also I'm running low on these little gold stickers that I put on everything. I put these stickers on all of my orders and stuff, and I have about 3 sheets left, and yeah, so I need to order some more of those, but these take a little bit longer to be printed. So I'm hoping that I can get the deer cards here, because if I order those maybe later on today or tomorrow, they could get here by the end of the week, and then hopefully I've got my notebooks and those pencils here by that time as well, and then I can photograph everything, all of those new products and the A5 prints, and then I can launch everything together. That's my thoughts. But yeah, I definitely need to order some more of those stickers. I'm also low on business cards. I've had these business card designs for a year. I ordered 1,000 of them and I've got 4 left. So I think that's good going for a year. I put these in orders and also in subscription boxes as well, and I think we have had over about 200 subscription boxes go out. So the rest has just gone in orders from the web shop and from Etsy, so that's great. I need to order some more. I think I'm going to keep all of the info on the back the same, but I'm going to change this design up. I think I need to decide what I'm going to put on that as well. So there's lots to do this week, lots of stuff to get done. I'm actually child free at the moment because I had my dad come down for this morning for a cup of tea, and he bought some cream eclairs, and then I said, do you want to take James for the afternoon, like jokingly, and he said yes. So he's gone out for the afternoon, even though the weather is absolutely terrible, but I'm sure James will enjoy it. He's taken his Wellington boots and his rain max, so he's gonna have fun. So literally what I need to do today is colour pick for the orca tutorial. I've drawn it out, but I need to scan that in. So the best idea for me to do would be get the scanner out, scan the deer, scan that, colour pick the whale, and then hopefully try and get at least like half an hour done of that tutorial, and also just design the deer cards. But let's get into today. So I've just spent the last hour, I suppose, just scanning in all of the artwork. Well, I scanned in my deer and I scanned in the line art for the next tutorial, and I have also scanned in my finished drawing of Rumi because I've finished that now, finally. I also just took a photo of it so I can post it to social media as well, and then I did actually decide to just turn the deer into a card straight off the bat, because it's actually cheaper for me to order 2 designs at the same time than it is to order one and then another. It gets a little bit more expensive when I order more than 2 designs in one sort of little order package. So I was like, well, I need to restock the bees, and I looked in my little stock section to see what needed like topping up, and nothing needs topping up at the moment because I topped it up not so long ago. So I was like, well, I may as well just get the deer card gone and done, and then I can order the foil stickers at the same time, and then all of the print that I need is done. I'm not too worried about business cards because I put in a scratch and win card, and that has all of my info on it, like their email address, website and everything, so I'm not too fussed about not having business cards. And also I've got my thank you card. If need be, I can write anything on the back of that thank you card. But yeah, I have now ordered the deers and the bees. They will be here Friday, and I won't need to worry about updating or removing the bee from any listings on Etsy or the website, because I have one in stock. Any orders that come through can kind of just sit there until Friday, and then I can just package up all of the bees, and then any orders that have any of them in I can then post out, so it's not going to be too much of a problem. And I can also list the deers. I'm going to list the deers probably Wednesday, because then if I get any orders for those, they can wait until Friday to be posted out, and that won't be a problem either. But I need to get all of the listings kind of made for those, or the product photos for those made, and then they can go out as well. So I will have 1, 2, 3 new products in, like physically 3 new products, and then I've got my A5 prints which I need to take photos of and then list. So I think there's about 4 or 5 different designs of the A5 prints which I'm going to be adding, so I'll have quite a few different products to actually add to my shop, so I'm really excited about that. But right now I need to just colour pick the whale, and then I can get a little bit started on that. I meant to complete the tutorial and get it up for Wednesday, but it's going to be a little bit late. I'm going to try and get at least one part recorded, like at least 1.5 hours recorded and edited, so that I can upload that for Wednesday, so at least anybody wanting to try it has the one part, and then I'm not totally behind, and then try and get the rest done Thursday, Friday, and then I can just focus on the last tutorial of the month, which is a black cat eye, which is going to be super easy for me. But yeah, I'm going to pick some colours now because time's getting on.
And pumpkins. I actually made a squash soup last night on my coffee table for maybe a week, and then I cook with them last morning, and then I make more soup. I just love looking at them. I can see them all the time. I just think they're too pretty to just put away.
Good morning, it is Tuesday. It's currently 12:30 in the afternoon, and I said good morning again. God damn it. I am spending most of today, if not all of today, just doing a little bit more on the orca, the whale tutorial. I have recorded about an hour so far. This is what I've got done. As you can see, I've just kind of done the mouth section. So I need to add some of the black skin, and then I'm going to probably record about half an hour of that. Then I'm going to edit it together, and then I'm going to upload it to YouTube so that I can upload the first part, so it's ready for Wednesday, which is the actual upload date of when I'm supposed to be posting the whale. But obviously it's not going to be done today, and it's not going to get done tomorrow. The water is actually going to take me a fairly long time to do, so I'm just going to try and get the first part of that edited and up, and then just continue working for the rest of the week on the rest of it, and then edit it as I go and upload it as I go, so that you have different parts. Yeah, that's basically it. I also need to edit the vlog, which I will either do today or tomorrow. It depends on how much of the whale I get done. If I manage to get like most of the skin done, then I can feel free to go ahead and edit that vlog. But if I don't get that done and I don't have time to spare at the end of the day, then I'm going to just edit the vlog tomorrow. Either way, it doesn't really matter. It's still going to be up for tomorrow, Wednesday evening. You guys would have already seen it. So yeah, I have packed some orders this morning, just kind of done some general admin stuff, and now it's time to actually sit down and draw, and I'm really excited to try and mimic this super shiny skin. So
let's hop to it.
Good afternoon. It is Wednesday and I have some new products finally that have arrived. I have this small package here, which is just tissue paper just to restock, and I also have this box here which contains my new notebooks and my pencils. So I can finally get some of the subscription boxes packaged up today, which I have had a lot of orders for those, and there's a big pile of invoices and boxes that need to be posted out, so I need to get those done today. All I've done so far this morning is basically just edited the studio vlog for today and just spent a little bit of time doing some admin tasks, and now I am so excited to finally open up these notebooks and see what they're like. I've resisted the urge to do it all, well, for the past 2 hours since they've been sitting there, since they arrived. I've been resisting the urge to actually open them up, but now is finally the time, and you guys are going to see exactly at the same time that I will. So let's get these boxes opened. So first of all, I've got my pencils. Let's crack one out for you guys. So these are just exactly the same as before. They've just got the gold foil on the end. Just a plain old pencil, but still pretty snazzy, and these are going to go really nicely with these notebooks, and I'm so hoping that they've printed okay. It's the moment of truth. Let's see what they look like. Wow. I know they're not like super fantastic, like it's not like the world's first unboxing of a notebook or anything, but oh my god, to see something that you've designed turned into something functionable for people, now that is what I am talking about, because I've been wanting to do notebooks for forever, and I've sort of dilly-dallied and sort of pussyfooted about it, because I'm like, are people actually going to want it? That's Jaffa. And then I was like, yes, let's just do it, and I'm so pleased with how this has turned out. So you just got the beads on the front, so it's just a plain front, it's no branding or anything, it's just a plain notebook, kind of like a nondescript, and then I've just got some branding on the back. It's just an A5 bumblebee notebook, and then I've got my website on there and just a little blurb bit which I put on the back of my cards, so it kind of all matches. And yeah, I am really pleased with that, and I really love the repeat pattern of the bees. So if we fold it out, that's what they look like all over. I'm really pleased with that, and I think I have 25 of these to begin with, so I am going to see how they do on Etsy and my website, and then potentially order some more, and potentially in some other designs as well. Obviously they need to go like on what I have previously drawn, so if you guys have any suggestions on drawings that I have done that you want to see like in this kind of format or any other kind of product, then make sure you let me know in the comments below. But I thought the beads would be a really good starting point, and I really love the print quality, and this is printed on recycled paper, and they are the paper is all sourced sustainably, it's FSC approved and all of that jazz, so everything is sustainable, everything is good. And I'm going to be packaging these. I've ordered some compostable A5 bags, because now everything in the business is now plastic free. I'm not using any plastic products on anything else, so obviously there are some cards in stock that are sitting back there which are in plastic, and I don't really want to take them out of that plastic and put them in the compostable stuff, because that's just going to be a waste of that cello bag when it's going to go to somebody anyway and go into the rubbish. So I might as well just leave it in those plastic. But going forward, none of my cards and none of my products are going to be packaged in any plastic whatsoever. All of my envelopes and everything are all made from recycled materials or are recyclable. All of my tissue is recyclable. My confetti is now all biodegradable. So everything can be put on your compost heap or put into your recycling bins. So that is something that I have been working towards this year, and I'm so pleased to have been able to finally do that. So everything, I try and when I get stuff printed, I try and make sure that it's printed from recycled materials, like my business cards, and obviously there's a very, very slight grain in these notebooks. It's not like a pure white, it's very off-white and it's got little specks in it, so it just kind of makes it look like a bit more of an eco-friendly product, I suppose. But I'm so pleased that everything is now recyclable, everything is sustainably sourced, everything, I made sure that all of my manufacturers use like the correct manufacturing methods and all that kind of stuff. Everything is all kind of eco-friendly apart from the pin manufacturing, because pin manufacturing, I don't know if you guys know, that's not very good for the environment. It's actually banned, some methods of making enamel pins in the UK and the US, so I have to outsource that to China. If I do decide to add any enamel pins into my store, that's something that I'm obviously going to have to look at. It's going to have to be like made from China, which I'm not entirely happy with. Like the puffin pins, that's just subscriber boxes. I'm not too fussed about those. Those aren't like a mainstream product. But if I was to get enamel pins, I think I would have to think really logically about it, because I don't want to create a product that is going to contribute to harmful environmental factors. I'm also looking into wooden pins and alternatives, and just alternative types of products that I can get things printed onto. But yeah, the main moral of this little rant was to say that everything is now environmentally friendly, and I'm really pleased about that. So what I'm going to do for the rest of the day now is I'm probably going to live stream on Twitch some of the packaging of the subscriber boxes and just show off these a little bit. I'm going to just take a picture with my phone in a second and create a little teaser newsletter as well for a sneak preview of these, and these will hopefully be going up in my shop. I'm maybe going to launch them Sunday. So yeah, they might have been out by the time you're watching this, they might not have. You'll if you signed up to my newsletter, you will see. But yeah, I'm gonna get on with that now. Good afternoon. It is currently Thursday. I have, as you've probably just seen, spent the morning just sorting out a few bits in the studio. I've had some prints and other bits and pieces of artwork just kind of hanging around. They've just kind of been underneath the second desk just here, or they've kind of just been stored over by the notice board over there, just like stacked up, and I decided that I was finally going to put them up because I've been in here like 2 months now and they've just been sitting there doing nothing. So I have put the Martzia print up, which is that one, and then I've got my acrylic jellyfish there, which I've just kind of used command strips to stick to the wall. I've also got my little rose drawing there as well. Not sure what to do with that, but I need to use the drill, I think, to put some more stuff on the brick wall. And over there I have just stuck some of the things that were stuck to my notice board. That one small print just there from Catnip Illustrations, I have just kind of used some a small command strip to stick that to the wall, and then I've stuck my Christopher Lovell print with some Scotch Magic tape to the wall there. I've got some others upstairs which need to go up down here, but I have limited wall space in here. Like, I can't actually drill into these white walls because they're just like plastic and then there's foam, so it won't hold anything substantial. So I need, if I want to hang anything onto this little section of brick wall here, which is pretty much filled up now. Yeah, I also have that other Martzia print, that one that's standing on the windowsill there. I need to put that up. I'm going to put a hook so it goes above the other Martzia print, that vegetable one. I'm going to put a hook, a command strip hook up there for that, but I need 2 of them because one isn't strong enough because it's already fallen off the wall once. I just had to pop it back into its frame because when it fell off the wall, it kind of, the glass didn't break, thankfully, but it did pop out of the frame, so I just had to readjust that. And I've also put up my coloured bunting, which my friend Holly got me for my birthday for in here. So that is now up. I wasn't sure where to put it because it's a bit too long to like put from this wall over here all the way over to the glass, and I didn't really want to put it above the desk, so I've just kind of put it from the one command strip hook that I have up there, and I've just kind of run it the length of the ceiling so that it goes into where the curtains are. Kind of a little bit of a weird placement for it, but I don't know where else to put it and I really wanted to put it up, so there's just a little bit of colour on the ceiling now. I have also ordered my rug, finally. I saw a rug on Next. For the American viewers, I don't know if you have Next there, but it's basically just like they do home stuff and they do clothes. It was mainly just clothes, but now they do like really nice home stuff. It's fairly expensive as well, but it's really high quality. I saw a rug on there that I really liked, like when we first converted the conservatory into the studio, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna buy it. And then I never did because I was like, it was £75, and I was like, that's a lot for a rug. But having been in here for a couple months now, it's still echoey, even though there's quite a lot of furniture in here, and I think having a rug down will just help to absorb some of the sound and just make it feel a little bit warmer in here for the winter as well. So I've got that coming tomorrow, so I'm really excited to just kind of unfold all of that and put it down on the floor. And yeah, finally getting the last few bits in the studio sorted, but now I need to package some orders, and I also need to do some drawing at some point, but I'm not really feeling doing the drawing today. I also need to create an email in MailChimp for the launch of the bee notebooks and the deer cards. I also need to make a mock of the deer cards as well, ready to go on the shop. And I need to create the listings on Etsy and also create the listings on the website so that they're ready to go live Sunday. And I also need to pick a time of when I'm going to launch this. So I have a few bits to do, and I really should do the drawing, but you know when you're just not in the mood to do the drawing? I'm just not in the mood to do that right this second. I'm in the mood to get these other tasks done. I also need to upload the first part of the whale tutorial to YouTube and add a link onto my puffin page, so that is a priority. That's what I need to do like straight away. I need to also sit down and make a list of all the stuff that I need to do. I also need to edit a video for YouTube for Friday. I've no idea what that is going to be. You guys would have already seen it if I have uploaded one. I have absolutely no idea what I want the video to be, so it's going to be a day of non-art tasks today. So it's currently 3:05 in the afternoon. James is now awake, or he has been awake for the last half an hour, but I hadn't quite managed to get everything done, so I've just left him to play, and I've uploaded all of the images to my website so I can add the listings to my website, and I've also just made like draft listings on Etsy for everything that I need to. So what I can do now is just go in the living room, sit with James, and I can use the iPad to finish off all of the listings and create the newsletter as well. So that's what I plan to do. I managed to get a YouTube video done. I decided to just release the final part of the lion tutorial. Then it kind of gives me a little bit of relief up until Christmas with the tutorials that I have. So I still have like the frog tutorial and a couple of others that I need to sort of make into smaller YouTube versions, but I wouldn't have had time to do that today. Definitely not. James just hasn't slept very long at all. But yeah, all of the images are uploaded to the website. But basically done everything on my list, edited all of the images, taken images for prints and all of that kind of stuff. The only thing I haven't done is create the launch newsletter and completed the listings, but as soon as those listings and everything are complete, then that is good to go for Sunday. And then I can just focus on my tutorial for tomorrow. I also have a delivery of the deer cards coming tomorrow. But yeah, one thing that I was thinking about doing is I do have these fancy embossing powders. I've got a gold one and I've got a silver, like glittery one as well. And what I was thinking of doing is offering a sort of not sub listing, but adding another listing for the polar bear and the new deer cards, and just taking a few aside and embossing them. The polar bears with this silver, like white glittery one. Let me take the lid off and show you guys. I want to put that one on the polar bears, and the gold one, this doesn't really look very gold in the pot. It does when you use the heat gun on it. It just kind of looks a little bit grey at the moment. But I want to try and emboss a couple of cards with this stuff, just to make them a little bit more Christmassy, and then just have it as like a I don't know what you call it a different listing where you can choose to have it embossed in these kinds of things. But I want to try that because I want to do it with my own Christmas cards, because I'm going to be sending some polar bears and deers for my own Christmas cards. So if they don't sell, then I can just use them for myself. But I thought of having that option available for people if they want them for Christmas. So I need to add a separate listing for each of those on Etsy and the website as well. Usually I make like it within the same listing, like I have the drop down option of having that type of card and just like charging a little bit extra because it's an extra material. But I think I'm going to make full on extra listings because then it's easy for people to navigate, whereas if you click on the deer you might not see the drop down and it's not always clear that there's a second option. So yeah, that's what I plan to do. I'm just going to take the iPad into the living room with James and just work on the listings and work on the shop section of things as well. So I will see you guys tomorrow. Hello and happy Friday. It's currently quite late in the afternoon. It's currently 2:45 and I've just sat down and started the work day. I had a visitor this morning and James has literally only just gone to bed, and yeah, it's really dark today as well. Got all of the lights on and it's a little bit late in the day for me to actually start and do some drawing now. Because my son won't actually sleep for that long, because if I let him sleep for a long time he won't go to bed this evening, and that's not going to happen. I need my evening time. But as you probably would have seen, I think I will put the footage of it before this clip. My rug has arrived. Yes, I now have actually 2 rugs, because my visitor was my grandma, my nan, and she actually brought me down this water absorbing mat for when the dog goes out. This grey one. So now when the dog goes out he can just sit on this mat and it will absorb all of the water and everything. And I've also got my rug. So now I have 2 rugs, and already I can tell that the sound is different in here. I don't know whether it's coming across different on the phone. I'm going to test on the microphone in a little bit, but it's not as echoey. It's so much nicer. It's so weird how much difference a rug, or 2 rugs in this case, can make. And it just feels really nice and cozy as well, and it's a lot warmer on my feet, which is nice. And it just is nice and colourful, the rug that I ordered. It's a lot more colourful than what comes across on the camera. It matches all of the kind of decor that I've got in here, so yay! I'm so pleased. Also, this thing came in the post from the Disney store. Can you see Bambi? I got one of those Disney Wisdom things. I really wanted the Dumbo one. But by the time I actually found out about these things, it had already gone. And I also tried to get, what other one was it? I can't remember the other one that I tried to get. But the only one that I wanted that they had was Bambi. And I also want the Lion King one, but that doesn't come out until the 18th of November. But I'm going to try and bag that one when that comes out. But that arrived today, so I'm really pleased with that. Also, what else arrived today? This camera's really wonky now. My blue blocking glasses have arrived. They are a little bit magnified, which they didn't actually state on the listing. So everything's a little bit weird. So I have actually ordered another pair, and I've actually specified not magnified. I got a slightly more expensive pair, so hopefully they should actually be true to what they are. But it's not too much of a difference, but it's enough that it's just a little bit weird because I'm wearing contact lenses as well. But I might see how these look for Simon, and then he can take these to work perhaps. But I've got exactly the same kind of style arriving. Yeah, it looks so much better looking at my Mac already. Usually when I look at the Mac I kind of have to squint a little, and my eyes kind of get sore, and I have to do this a lot. Haven't had to do that so far, but then I haven't sat down at my desk for a long period of time just yet. I also have my order of compostable cello bags. So I got some square ones for the remainder of some cards that I have to pack up, and I also got these A5 ones for my notebooks and also for prints. So any prints that I haven't yet packaged up will go in the new compostable ones. So that's a thing. And also I have just had my card order turn up, so I need to open this. I'm just going to do this real quick so we can just see what the print is like on these. Last time I opened up a print order it was not good. So I'm really hoping that this is, because I've already listed the B cards and I have an order for one, so if these aren't right I'm gonna have to email the person that's ordered those and explain. Hopefully that's not the case. Let's just put the box over there. At least these are coming a lot better packaged. I had a couple of orders. I think I mentioned that the box had just like completely come open and the order was almost falling out. Luckily it was in like a period of dry weather in the UK, so that none of the order actually got like water damaged or anything, but there were a few creased things, but that wasn't too much of an issue. So I've got a whole wad of compostable bags that I order with the cards, and they always say compostable. Can you see? Compostable bag. I think that's run the right way for you guys. On these new ones as well, they don't have that same compostable thing. They have like this green writing on the bottom there that says made with Natvia, compostable, biodegradable, recyclable. So it informs people what you can do with them. Okay, so let's have a look at this print. So I actually forgot that I ordered stickers as well as cards. The cards, I take the glasses off because it makes them look a little bit weird. Oh yeah, they're fine. They are 100% perfect. So I can package all of those up. And these ones that I've had printed are actually scented, whereas a couple of previous orders they weren't scented properly, so that's nice that they've actually sorted that out. And the other one that I've ordered is, oh wow, this is beautiful. Okay, I'm really pleased with these, so much happier. This is the Dear card. So by the time you guys see this, the launch would have already gone live. But this one's called Poise. And that's how it looks as a card. These are going to be launched as this, just this like design unembellished. And I'm also going to just do a little bit of an experiment with just adding a little bit of gold embossed powder on this card and the polar bear as well, just to kind of see how they turn out. But I'm really pleased with how that looks. These are, by the time you see this, available in my shop, so you can go and get those. That is like assuming that they don't sell out on the launch, but I ordered 50 of these rather than the usual 25 quantities that I order. I'm trying to do the thing where you order more than you need, so that I only have like one delivery, just so it's a little bit more eco-friendly and just kind of like reducing my carbon footprint a little bit more. So I'm just trying to be like aware of all of that kind of stuff. So I'm just trying to order more things together rather than separately. So I ordered 50, and I've also just had a restock of my stickers. So I've got about 7, no, I don't know how many, because I don't know how many is on each sheet. I think I selected 500, but they always send me more than what I need on the stickers. So I have a whole pack of stickers now, which should last me until about February, all going well. That's that order. So what I'm planning on doing for the rest of today, and I'm going to end the vlog here today, I'm planning on just packaging all of this stuff up, packaging the notebooks so that they don't get dusty or anything on them. I've got a few extra cards which need packaging up, and yeah, that's going to end my day. And I do actually have a work day tomorrow because James is going to his grandma's tomorrow. But I don't record on the weekends, it's just like my time. But I'm just going to try and complete that orca and get a head start on the next coloured pencil piece, which will be the Black Cat Eye Study, which I'm going to upload for Halloween. But that's my plan. Hopefully I can get it done. I also need to make a YouTube thumbnail as well. But yeah, thanks so much for watching this studio vlog, guys. I really hope that you have enjoyed it, and I will see you guys next week. Bye.